Battle of Kadesh, fought around 1274 BCE between the forces of ancient Egypt under Pharaoh Ramses II and the Hittite Empire led by King Muwatalli II, is one of the most famous military engagements of the ancient world. It is often celebrated as a great victory for Ramses II, but modern historians argue that the battle was more complex than the Egyptian records suggest. Before we dive into this epic story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating historical content. Now, let's explore whether the Battle of Kadesh was truly a triumph or a masterstroke of propaganda. By the 13th century BCE, the Near East was a region of intense rivalry between powerful empires. The Hittites, based in Anatolia, modern-day Turkey, and the Egyptians, centered in the Nile Valley, were competing for control over the Levant, a strategic region that included modern-day Syria, Lebanon, and Israel. The city of Kadesh, located on the Orontes River, was a key prize. It served as a vital trade hub and a gateway to the fertile lands of the region. Ramses II, who had recently ascended to the throne, was determined to assert Egyptian dominance in the Levant. He led a massive army divided into 4 divisions named after the gods Amun, Ra, Ptah, and Seth toward Kadesh. The Hittites, aware of the Egyptian advance, prepared a cunning strategy to counter their enemy. As Ramses II approached Kadesh, he received misleading information from 2 captured Hittite spies. They claimed that the Hittite army was far to the north, near Aleppo, and that Kadesh was lightly defended. Confident in this intelligence, Ramses II led the Amun division ahead of the rest of his forces, setting up camp near the city. However, the Hittites were much closer than Ramses II realized. King Muwatalli II had concealed his army behind Kadesh, waiting for the right moment to strike. When the Egyptian forces were at their most vulnerable, the Hittites launched a surprise attack, targeting the Ra division as it was crossing the Orontes River. The Egyptian forces were caught off guard, and chaos ensued. Ramses II later described the battle in dramatic terms, claiming that he single-handedly turned the tide of the conflict. According to his accounts, he called upon the god Amun for strength and charged into the fray, rallying his troops and driving the Hittites back. While it is true that Ramses II displayed remarkable bravery, modern historians believe that the arrival of Egyptian reinforcements, the Nearim, a group of allied troops, played a crucial role in stabilizing the situation. The battle ended in a stalemate, with both sides suffering heavy losses. The Hittites retreated to Kadesh, while the Egyptians were unable to capture the city. Despite this, Ramses II declared the battle a great victory and commissioned numerous inscriptions, reliefs, and poems to celebrate his triumph. In the years following the battle, Ramses II continued to portray Kadesh as a decisive Egyptian victory. Temples across Egypt were adorned with scenes of the pharaoh standing triumphantly over his enemies, while texts praised his divine favor and military prowess. One of the most famous accounts, the poem of Pentor, describes Ramses II as a heroic figure who single-handedly defeated the Hittite army. However, the reality was more nuanced. The Battle of Kadesh did not result in a clear victory for either side, and the conflict between Egypt and the Hittites continued for years. Eventually, both empires realized that further fighting was unsustainable. In 1259 BCE, Ramses II and the Hittite king Hattusili III signed one of the earliest known peace treaties in history. The Treaty of Kadesh, also known as the Egyptian-Hittite Peace Treaty, marked a turning point in the relationship between the 2 powers. It established a mutual defense pact, recognized each empire's sphere of influence, and even included provisions for the extradition of fugitives. A copy of the treaty, inscribed on a silver tablet, was sent to Egypt, while another was kept in the Hittite capital of Hattusa. Remarkably, both versions have survived, providing valuable insights into ancient diplomacy. The Battle of Kadesh is a fascinating example of how history can be shaped by propaganda. While Ramses II's accounts emphasize his personal heroism and divine favor, modern scholars recognize that the battle was far from a clear-cut victory. Instead, it highlights the complexities of ancient warfare and the importance of diplomacy in resolving conflicts. Ramses II's portrayal of Kadesh as a triumph also underscores the role of propaganda in ancient politics. By celebrating his achievements, the pharaoh sought to strengthen his legitimacy and inspire loyalty among his subjects. The temples and monuments he built served not only as testaments to his power, but also as tools for shaping public perception. Today, the Battle of Kadesh remains a subject of fascination for historians and enthusiasts alike. It offers a glimpse into the military strategies, political ambitions, and cultural values of the ancient world. Whether viewed as a great victory or a clever piece of propaganda, the story of Kadesh continues to captivate those who study the past. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into history. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.